Okay. So I'll just share my screen again. At the meantime, let everybody join. So transportation of water, mineral, and food we will be discussing. So my screen is visible, children, to you all?
Yes.
Okay, so this is actually the file for the transportation of water and minerals only. So what is the mechanism? What is the process through which the water and the minerals will be transported? Keep in mind, water and minerals will be transported by the xylem. So if they go in the question, if they ask you for the water, then it will be xylem. If they ask for the mineral, then it will be xylem. But if they ask for the food, then it will be phloem. So in this file, we will be understanding the mechanism for the transportation of water and minerals. So xylem is a known type of the vascular tissue responsible for the transport of water and minerals. So already we have discussed just now that with the help of the xylem, the transportation of the water and minerals will be done. And when we talk about the components, four different components of the xylem are there. So the first one, it is tracheids. So tracheids, the second component, the vessels. The third component, xylem parenchyma. Then the fourth component are the xylem fibers. So these are the four different xylem fibers. So these are the four different components of the xylem. Components means the parts. Now, there are basically two different processes for the mechanism of transport of water. The first one is the absorption of water, and the second one is ascent of sap, which means upward movement of water. These 2 points are very, very important. So, name the two processes for the mechanism of transport of water. The first one is absorption of the water. Second one is the ascent of sap, which means the upward movement of water. So, as the name say, absorption of water. So, it means the root hairs. So, in the roots or on the roots, you might have seen the small hair-like structures will be present. Those small hair-like structures are called as the root hairs. So, through these root hairs, what do they do? So, whatever the water is present inside underground, they start absorbing it. So the root hairs initially absorb water through diffusion. What do you mean by diffusion, children? Any idea what is diffusion?
Exchange of water molecule.
No, no,
Exchange
not the
of
exchange of gases.
gases.
Exchange of gases is not diffusion.
Movement of
Movement of
particle,
Diffusion,
water.
movement of
yeah.
particle from high pressure to low pressure.
Who answered it, Meher, I guess?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, right. So diffusion is basically the process where the movement of the molecules will be there from high concentration to the low concentration. But here, in this case, diffusion means through the surrounding, whatever is present in the surrounding, through the surrounding, they will be taking it directly. Like I'll give you a very simple example, like the earthworm. Okay. Now, in the case of the earthworm, what do they do? They suppose this is the body of the earthworm. Now, directly through their body, they do not have any particular mouth to breathe or nose to breathe, right? So, what do they do? Directly from their body, through their body, they are taking the oxygen gas inside and they are releasing the CO2 gas outside. So, it is happening because their body is in direct contact with the environment, with the surrounding. So that is why through the body, through the direct body, they are able to take the gas inside, they are able to release the gas outside directly through the body. They do not have any particular specific part for it. Same way, in the root also, the root hair directly they will be taking the water into their body. So root hairs are thin, slender extension. Extension means a little extra part of it of the epidermal cells. So epidermal cells you might have studied in the grade, I think 9 also, grade 7 also a little. So they are basically the outermost layer of the cell. Once absorbed by the root hairs, water starts to move deeper and finally reaches the xylem either through the apoplast or symplast way. So what do they do once the root hairs? They will be getting the water from any part of the underground. when they get the water, they start giving it to the xylem, either through the apoplast or either through the symplast. Have you ever heard this word? Yes, children.
Oh,
Ap- Apoplast and symplast. So apoplast is basically what it involves the movement of the water through the cell wall between the cells. So movement of water is also the movement of water through the cell wall, through the cell wall and space between the cell. So between the cell and between the cell wall, there will be space. So through that, what do they do? The movement will be there. Whereas in the case of the symplast, they will be transporting the water through the cytoplasm. Okay. In the case of the apoplast, the movement of the water will be there through the cell wall. Whereas in the case of symplast, the movement of the water will be there through the cytoplasm. Clear? So this is what happened in the absorption of water. The root here will be taking the water, absorbing the water through the diffusion, and then it starts going deep and reaches to the xylem, either through the apoplast, which is basically through the cell wall, or the symplast, which is basically through the cytoplasm. Then ascent of sap. Ascent of sap is the upward movement of water from the root to the tip of shoot branches, and this is called as ascent of sap. Very, very important definition this is. What is ascent of sap? That is the upward movement of water from the root to the other parts of the plant, like the shoot or the tip of the leaf or tip of the shoot or the branches. That is what the ascent of sap. And this is regulated And this is regulated by two factors. So these are the two factors. The first factor is the root pressure, and the second one is the transpiration pull. So with the help of the two factors, the ascent of sap will be controlled or will be regulated. The first one is root pressure. It is a pressure developed when the root absorbs excess water by an active process. So what happens sometimes, suppose this is the plant here. This is the root here. We have so many roots. So much of water is present here in and around. Fine. So what so much of water is present around the root hairs. So what happened? Already the root hairs might have absorbed some amount of water and they have kept it. So since extra water is present around them again, what do they do? The pressure will be created in the upward direction. So because of which the water which is present already here inside the root, it starts moving where? It starts moving up. Understood, children? Whatever the extra water is there, due to this, the already present water in the root will start moving or will start shifting up. That is what happened in the root pressure. So, because of the pressure, the water which is present there in the root it starts moving or shifting up. Am I clear, Moksha, Shayan, Abhinav,
Yes, ma'am.
Aryan, Riti, Meher?
Do we have to write? Yes.
No, no, wait. We'll complete
Okay.
this first. So it's a pressure developed when the root absorbs extra water by an active process. Now, due to this, what happens? The pre-existing water is pushed. So whatever the water is present already in the root, it will be pushed upward along with the length of along with the length of the stem to a small height. So like this, gradually, slowly, and gradually, due to the extra water, whatever the extra water is there inside, it starts pushing up. So this is what is the first factor, which is the root pressure. The second one is transpiration pull. In the case of the transpiration, we know transpiration is what? The loss of the extra water in the form of water vapor, right? Now, what happens due to continuous releasing of the extra water? It creates a negative pressure in the water column. What is water column here? It means xylem. So continuously what they are doing, they're releasing, the leaves are releasing the extra water. And due to continuous release of the extra water, they create a negative pressure on the xylem. And because of which the upward movement will be there of the water. The pull will be there. Like if someone fall down in the well, then what happen? You will be dropping a rope, right? Once you drop a rope, you start pulling them up from the well, right? Same way it happens in the case of the transpiration pull, due to the empty space of that area, they start pulling the water upward, and that is what happens. That is what we call as the transpiration pull. So this exerts an upward pull on the water column called as transpiration pull. And thus the water present in the xylem column transport up to the stem or the leaf, etc. So root pressure, basically the extra water present outside, because of them, the whatever the water is present inside, it starts moving up because of the pressure which is there on the root. And second one, because of the loss of the extra water, it creates a kind of the pull or negative pressure, due to which the uh, whatever the water are present in the xylem, they start moving up. So these are the two factors. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is very, very important, children. Very, very important. The whole paragraph, this first page is very important. Okay. Learn it as such. Don't cut short anything. Don't make in your own story, because it is related to the plant. You might try to make it in your own words. If you're writing in your own words, no problem, but learn it first of all and then write in your own words. It's very, very important part. Fine. So learn
Excuse
this.
me.
Uh, Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can you summarize all of this once again? I was not able to join the
Okay.
class.
Okay. So, vascular tissue, two types are there, xylem and phloem. In the case of the xylem, the transportation of water and mineral will be there. Four components are there, tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fiber. The mechanism of transport of water, it includes two processes. The first one is absorption of water, and second one is the ascent of sap. In the case of the absorption of water, the root hairs will be absorbing the water from the surrounding, and because of which, what happens, the water will start going up and on through the two ways, either the apoplast or symplast. Apoplast is through the cell wall, and symplast is through the cytoplasm. The water goes up. Whereas in the second case, ascent of sap, they will be upward movement will be there from the root to the tip. Two factors are responsible for it. One is the root pressure. Root pressure is when the outer atmosphere has a lot of water, extra water, and because of which, whatever the water is present inside already in the root, they start moving up, they start shifting up. It is like you have a bench, right? When you, or maybe in the metro you are sitting, right? So when you don't find the space, what you ask the person who are seated there, you will be asking them to shift, right? So what happened when an extra person is being seated there, and because of which, whosoever was seated already, they have to move a little, right? So that is what the root pressure. Then the transpiration pool, because of the extra water loss in the form of wet vapor, it creates a kind of negative pressure, and because of which the water will be pulled up automatically through the xylem cell. So that is what the transpiration pool. Am I clear, Shubhansh?
Yes, ma'am.
This part, children, you should learn on your own. Fine. The elements of xylem you should learn on your own, because in a grade 9 also you have learned. So I am not going to touch this part right now. Okay, so you should learn this part by yourself. So this notes also I'll be sending you, so that you can write in a proper way in your exam. Okay, be it in your school exam, be it your board exam, you should write as such. Now coming to the next part, which is a translocation. Right? So translocation, already we have discussed, it is a movement of food. So movement of food throughout the plant. So translocation is the process of transport of nutrients such as sucrose or amino acid throughout the plant via the vasculature from the source of production of to the location. So from wherever they are produced to the other location, that transportation is known as the translocation. Now, why it is important? It is important process in plants because the source of production, that is the location of photosynthesis, is not the same at which the nutrients are stored. As a result, it is essential that the nutrients should be moved throughout the plant through the translocation. Otherwise, the food produced in the leaves will not be able to reach the other parts of the plant. Now, what happened? It is like the hormone. They are produced it here. The leaves are producing them. But ultimately, they cannot keep everything with themselves. If they keep everything with themselves, then what happens? They will not be getting the sufficient area. The stomata will not be able to breathe. The exchange of gases will not be there. So that is the reason they have to transport that part of the food from the leaf to the other parts, so that the other parts also get the food and they also get the other space to make the food. So that is what the translocation is important for. Now, where do substances in plants reach as a result of translocation? So due to this translocation, where they will be reaching? As a result of translocation, the food produced in the leaves, they reaches out the root, stems, fruits, and other sides of storage in plants through the phloem. So from the leaf, they will be going to the fruits, they will be going to the roots, they will be going to the other sides with the help of the phloem, which is a vascular tissue specialized for the transport of sucrose and other nutrients. So that is how they will be working. Now, here you have the few definition given. Diffusion, passive movement where the substances will be transported from one cell to the other, or one plant to the other plant, or from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, as Meher has said already. So either from cell to cell, either from one plant part to the other plant part, or from the higher concentration to the other lower concentration. Then active transport, it uses the ATP. So they will be using some energy to pump the molecules. Then facilitate diffusion, it is a passive process. They will be comprising the uniport, symport, and this is again uniport and symport. So uniport and symport are basically the related to the terms of the cell wall and cytoplasm, like the apoplast and symplast. Same way, they also transport the food with the help of the cell wall and the cytoplasm. So note, similar to translocation, the water and minerals are transported throughout the plant through the xylem. And this process takes place against gravity, opposite to the direction of translocation. So if the phloem is here on the top for the food, opposite to that is what are the xylem, which is for the water. So this phloem is working against the gravity, right? Xylem is towards the gravity, whereas the phloem is working against gravity. So that is about the translocation or the transportation of water, minerals, and phloem. Any doubt, children? All the videos are off except Aryan and Moksha. Turn on the video, children. So any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Transpiration pull, essence of sap, the factors. Basically, the whole mechanism of water is very, very important, and the definition of translocation is very, very important. Fine. So do learn them. I will be uploading these two notes after the class so that you can write it also and you can, go through them during your exam time. Now, I have a very important question to ask. I need to turn on your video. Abhigya, Dhairya, turn on your video. Very important question I want to ask. How much do you want to score in your grade 10? What is the target actually? Starting with Aryan, what is the target for grade 10 science I'm talking about?
I won't say.
You won't say. Why?
Ma'am,
See, you should have target in your life, if you want to really achieve something, you should set a target and always speak it up, okay? Always speak it up. You might have heard maybe, from your grandparents sometimes, like, when you talk, or you might have seen they will be doing some, chanting and Ram, 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 right? Or they will be saying, some of them will be saying, just always talk positive. So once in a day, the Saraswati goddess will be sitting on your tongue. Have you ever heard that?
yes, ma'am.
Right? So you always not I don't say 24/7 you have to say 100. Don't say that. Everyone will think you are mad, right? Don't do that. So at least but think in a positive way that definitely between 95 to 100 you are going to score. So always be positive. When you are positive, your brain will take that. Okay. I don't believe in any kind of the grandparents thing or maybe the parents thing, but yes, I believe in the science, and this is a fact. If you think like you are going to score 95 to 100, then definitely your brain will start working accordingly and you will definitely score that. You mark my word. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
After result, I would like to talk definitely with you all about this. So if you want to score really 100, you say 100. Yes, I want to score 100 marks. So definitely you will be scoring it and no one can stop you. Not even your paper can stop you, exam paper. Right, Riddhi? How much you want to score?
Ma'am, 100.
Very good. 100. So
Ma'am,
be con. Yeah.
ma'am, are my and others, ma'am, like between 80 to 100, like 90 to 100.
Aryan, why 90 to 100? It don't think about 90. See, scoring 90 in science is very easy if you follow us. If you follow whatever we do, whatever we say, if you follow 90, anyhow you can score. I think you might not be, aware, but you might be aware in your school, I think during the COVID time, the board asked the school to make the result. Do you know that, children? During the COVID time when you were at home, one of the year the CBSE had said to the grade 10 that they have to prepare the results by themselves. And what they did, without writing the board exams, now we as a teacher we need to prepare the results. What happened now for me? Maybe Abhinav is special, Aryan is special, Moksha is special, Subhansh is special, Abhig is special, Ayunika is very special, Dhira is special. So what happened? Meher is special, Rit is very super duper special. So what happened? I will be giving 99 to these children, right? 99, 100, I'll be deciding, okay, to them I'll be giving 199. Same thing we did that time actually. But what happened? The board was very much clever than us. They gave us that your school should not go beyond 75%. Understood in the science, the maximum mark percentage of all the children should be 75. Now imagine 75 overall and 40 children are there in the class. So how we are going to divide? So we were in the very tough situation, and to one or two children we have given above 90, and remaining to all we have given just 50s actually, who deserved more than 80s and who deserved more than 90, but our hands were tied because of the board, since they gave that in science it should be not more than 75. So somewhere we have given them 50, somewhere we have given them what? Two children we have given them 91 also. Then later on, since we all complained to the board, so what they did, they gave the chance to the children that the students can write the board exam now. So board exam can be written who are interested. So what the children did, we asked our children to write the board exam. So everybody did not said yes actually. Some of the parents they were like, okay, fine, whatever my children has got or whatever you all have given, it's okay, but our child will not be writing because they had a fear that whether they will be getting good marks or not. So out of 40, somewhere I think 15 children, they went physically to write the board exam with all the precautions and all, and we were confident like they'll be getting good marks. So we taught them. So what happened? Result came, and in the science, like the person to the children whom we gave 45, 40, and 50, after attending the board exam, in real actually, they got 94, 98, 99, they got it. So that is what actual difference is. If you don't believe in yourself until unless you will be at the same pace, right? You will not be able to think beyond. But when you start believing in yourself, you can do it. Fine, so see, huge gap is there, 40 or 50s to 90s. So the percentage was varying a lot because of this 30 marks to 35 marks differences. So just work for 95 and more than that. Don't work less than that. Working does not mean 24 into 7. It means only 4 hours in a day apart from your school, or maybe 3 hours in a day. I think this is like can be done, right? In the night time, you all are like chatting, shooting, all those things you are doing. Instead of that, focus on the studies. This is a good time to focus on. How much time do you all spend for chatting? Again, starting with Aryan.
What, ma'am?
How much time do you spend for chatting with your friends?
Ma'am, I don't even chat, ma'am.
Very good. Moksha, how much time do you
Because,
spend with your friends?
ma'am, because all are in holidays, ma'am. And I don't like, we don't have time to even talk, ma'am. So
Good.
chatting,
Moksha.
nothing.
ma'am, actually,
Okay,
I don't have friends.
that's very good. Dhriti,
Ma'am, half an hour or 1 hour, not more than that.
okay, okay. Abhinav,
No, like 10 minutes.
okay. Shayan, how much time you spend to your friends, for your friends?
Zero.
How much?
Zero.
Zero. Very good. Ayunisha,
Half an hour?
okay. Shubhansh,
Ma'am, nothing.
nothing. Good. Abhigya,
In 10 minutes.
Abhigya, say it true, Abhigya.
Ma'am, I don't have Insta. 10 minutes.
Okay. Dharya, how much time do you spend?
Zero, ma'am.
Zero. So do you have the social accounts and all those things,
No,
Dharya?
ma'am. I don't, ma'am.
That very good, very good. So I think Meher, how much time do you spend?
Ma'am, it depends. Like half an hour to 1 hour. Depends on
Yeah, okay. It
which one.
depends. Actually, it depends upon which topic we are talking, right? If it is studies, 2 minutes. If it is roaming here and there, then 1 hour. If it is some occasion, birthday and all, then right 2 hours, right? Meher?
Not like that, ma'am. Like timing, holiday, school.
Okay. If it is Saturday, then long time. If it is Monday, then less time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay, fine. Yeah, Aaron.
though we don't chat, ma'am, we still have a chatting app, ma'am. The among the class.
Everybody has that.
No, ma'am, not WhatsApp. It is unique.
See, I am out of all this. I have only the WhatsApp, and my life is with WhatsApp and my family. That's it. Like. So I know, see, you all are like, I can, with my 15 years of experience, I can tell you, children, you all will be scoring good marks because you all, I have seen in you all, like, you all can do very well. The only thing is you need a little push. And if you have that push, definitely you can get 90 above easily, easily. And what I'll be doing, children, daily on daily basis, I will be posting one case-based question, okay, related to the life process chapter. And that case-based question, I will be giving 5 questions with the answers also, okay? Not only with the question, all answers also will be there. So what you need to do, what you can do, either you can take the photocopy or the it, either you can learn, either you can read, but reading is must, right? Okay, daily basis, one paragraph, read that, read the question, read the answer. So what happens, you'll get to know that how to frame the answers. Okay, Shubhansh, it is very important for you. So how to frame the answer during the board exam, you will be aware. Okay, and for the life process chapter, I have 103 case-based questions. So which means 103 sheets I have. So almost 3 months, I will be going with the same chapter 103. So it is very, very important. Each and every topic I have covered, be it your liver, be it your pancreas, be it saliva, be it mouth, any chapter, every part I have covered. So each page, each sheet will have 5 questions, one case based, 5 questions, 5 answers will be there. Fine. So only one chapter I have prepared, which is like 10 sheets will be
Ma'am,
there on daily basis. Yeah, Ayunisha?
ma'am, when we will start the new chapter?
When I'll start a new chapter? Very good question. The moment I complete the excretion now, I'll start it. So that will not take much time. The excretion part is very small, so it will not take much time. The hardly 3-4 classes.
Ma'am, 3, 4 classes?
And then I'll start the chapter, which is how to. Yes, yes, yes. 3-4 classes. See, if you want me to complete in one class, I can do that. But later on, you should not tell me, ma'am.
Ma'am, 1 class, ma'am.
Ayunisha, see, my motive is not, just to complete the portion. It should reach to you. According to the board, I should complete the content, right? I know it has been, so long. We are going with this chapter, but we should complete each and every part because I don't want that you should lose 1 mark also. It is not acceptable because we have to fight for point 0.5 also. 0.5 marks means. Okay, so that is the reason I have taken so much of time. And if I have taken so much of time, then it is your duty that you should also take so much time to read that. Okay. And after this, I'll be starting the interesting chapter, how do organisms reproduce. Okay. Happy? Okay,
Ma'am,
children then. So I'll just
did
see boys are smiling.
Experience, ma'am. Experience it is.
Experience.
ma'am
You can say that.
Okay.
What's
one
good? What's good?
important question?
Yeah, Aaron, tell me
Ma'am,
your very
did
important question.
now ma'am, did everyone's holidays start?
See,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
them,
When do
it is
the
not started. For
when do
them, it
the
is going to
schools?
end, and holidays for Chanakya.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Like when does
School.
your school?
My school, I am not going to the school. I am on vacations.
Ma'am,
I am enjoying my vacation with my kids.
When do
how
the students go to school again?
Which students are talking about? My kids will go after
Your
some
students.
3-4 years.
Your students.
My students, which kids? Which students are talking about?
I have to frame.
You all are, you all are my students only, right?
Your school students.
My school, I am not going to the school, Abhinav, actually. From past 1.5 years, I am here in the home only.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
2.5. Ma'am, 2.5.
Now, no, not 2.5,
September
Ayunisha.
8th May. 1.5. Something.
1.5, it is one
Ma'am,
and a half.
nearly 2 years. 2 years हो
See,
गए.
9 months I was on the bed, which is like one. Now my kids are 1 year. Yeah, somewhere 1.5, you can say that.
ma'am, your holidays are a curse, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Like 17 days and a school starts.
Yes, ma'am.
That is good, actually. That is good.
No, ma'am. In our holidays, 2 years homework in 1 month.
Not for you all, for everybody it is same.
No, ma'am, our school is very good. It doesn't give any homework in 10. No, at least not much.
Ma'am,
Shubhanshu, wait and watch.
In DAV there are bugs.
ma'am,
They will give,
our,
no, they will give actually a big gift. They'll be getting the homework. They will not leave any of the 10th graders.
ma'am, our school
Okay,
gives
so
the most homework, ma'am, in the whole world.
it's not like that. See, it's everybody, be it grade 6, 7, 8, 9, everybody gets so much of homework. And as a teacher, I also gave. You can ask this Ionisha and Riti, lots of homework, and Abhigya also. Lot of
In our
homework I
school,
gave.
in our school, June 1st से छुट्टियां शुरू होनी चाहिए. But
क्या मैम?
15 जून से छुट्टियां मिल रही हैं. और उसमें भी होमवर्क
15th,
देते. उसमें भी फिर होमवर्क.
good. It's good,
Ma'am,
Ionisha, it is good.
ma'am, I
It's
have
not
holidays.
good. It's not good. Heat waves are increasing.
Okay, no problem, children. See, homework is a part of a life. It's your part, actually. You need to do it. So, as a teacher, we are doing some part. As a student, you should do your part. So, never, no worries. And if in case you need any help, like you have any doubt and all for your homework, you can just ask your concerned teacher, including me, and we'll help you out. Okay. And but just if you are really serious to score good marks, whatever the questions I am posting there in your WhatsApp group, just read them, children. It should not be, just only for the fun I am doing it. You are taking as a fun, leaving. Don't do that, okay? If I have worked for it, you also have to work for it. That is, you need to read it on daily basis. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, children then. Bye-bye.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Yeah?
ma'am, I have a
Bye,
selection
ma'am.
exam on 6th or 7th of July.
For what?
Everything, ma'am. It starts on
Selection
28th.
of what selection?
Selection exam, admit card मिलेगा उसमें हमें.
Which admit card?
बोर्ड के लिए.
Anything, Subhash. बोर्ड का भी तो कहाँ
वो
से
तो
एडमिट
वैसे ही
कार्ड
मिल जाएगा.
आएगा?
मैम हमारे स्कूल में एग्जाम
अभी क्या
रखते हैं.
teach him something, अभी क्या?
हमारे
वैसे
स्कूल
ही
में
मिलेगा.
एग्जाम रखते हैं.
ये थोड़ी कुछ हो सकता है.
अभी क्या? Don't be like this, okay? Okay, fine then. Fine. Okay, work your work. Okay, fine, children. Then bye bye.
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 Ma'am, next no class now.
No, please.
Thank you.